Dear Heavenly Father, we, as always, so thankful to be able to meet as a city and town and discuss the city's business. We ask for your blessing upon this meeting, everyone in attendance. We thank you for these men and women that agreed and take time out of their day and their just to help the city. And we just thank you for these people. We ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll start off with a public hearing. We have a public hearing here tonight on ordinance 449. That's to amend the Jasper zoning ordinance to allow group child care homes from 8 to 12 as use as permitted by special exemption in R1 low density residential, R2 high density residential. Anybody has any comments on that? All right, nobody has any comments. We'll close the public hearing. We'll open the regular meeting here. In your package, you've got, well, let's go ahead and start first with this beer board here. We've got a beer permit that's in your packet. And it is on the AJ's Lunchbox, that's 7136 Highway 41. And it has passed everything it needs to move forward. Jameson Barnes, who's petitioning for it. Need a motion and a second?
Make a motion.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, got that through. All right, let's move on to, you got your minutes in your packet there. Agenda item number 6.
Make a motion we approve the minutes.
Motion to approve? Second. Second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, ordinance number 7, ordinance 449 is to amend the Jasper zoning ordinance to allow group children, child home care, 8 to 12, use permitted as special exemption that we just have a public hearing for. This will be the final reading on that. Just need a motion and a second if you want to move forward.
So moved.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, ordinance number 8, ordinance number 450, amend the official zoning map to rezone property at 820 Mel Dixon Lane from agricultural district to R2 high density residential district. This was sent over to us from the planning commission. You want to go into that, Mark, a little bit?
That's, this is a parcel of property that adjoins the bigger subdivision property that's, is that across the street there that they're putting the homes in over there by the,
It's behind it. I think this will be on Mel Dixon.
okay, yeah, and it's basically an addition to that subdivision that's already been approved. They have not actually closed on it yet, but the property owner has requested that it be rezoned to R2 from A1, which is agricultural, to R2 high density. And they're gonna put some more houses on it there, I think is the plan. It's the same folks that are doing the bigger subdivision that's already been approved.
This parcel right here. That's it, in the hatch, sorry, right there. Yeah, because that's the R2 that they have currently, that's it. Be that crosshatch on the map there.
And that was reviewed by the planning commission and recommended for approval to the board of mayor and alderman.
Does this attach to that previous property?
It does. It does. Okay, this is the first reading on it also. Yep, yes, sir.
I make a motion.
All right, have a motion. Second, all in favor? Any opposed? All right. Number 9 is ordinance 451. This will be the first reading for that. It's amend the official Jasper zoning ordinance to allow food banks as use permitted as special exemption in R2 high density residential district. This also was sent over to us from the planning commission. You wanna go into that one, Mr. Ray?
This is the property at the old Jasper Middle School, and the Marion County Food Bank had approached the school board and requested some property to put a food warehouse over there, because I think their location up in Sequatchie, the building was in such bad shape they had to move out of it. So the school board had voted to lease the property to them. It's a 99-year lease. The school board has signed off on the lease. I think we're still waiting on the leadership of the 501c3 Food Bank to sign their portion of it and return it to the school board. So as the schools agreed to let them use the land to have the food bank, but our zoning ordinance does not permit that type of use, which is the nonprofit, in that particular district. So the planning commission voted to send that up to the board of mayor and aldermen. It is a special use or a special exception, so that means that if another food bank wanted to come and locate somewhere else in the city, they would also have to approach the planning commission, get it approved by the planning commission, then referred to the board of mayor and aldermen for passage. I don't know that that's highly likely, but that is the procedure. So, the food bank feeds a lot of people in the county, and the school system certainly wanted to help them out, and I think the town does too. But in order to do that, we have to modify our zoning ordinance to allow that special exception in that particular zone.
Any questions on that? Okay.
I'll make the motion.
Motion?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, agenda item number 10, AirMed contract. In your package, you have the AirMed contract we do with AirMed Care Network. This is what the city buys every year for, if you're a resident of the town of Jasper and you get hurt in Marion County and you have to be life flight, it's Air Evac, Guardian Flight, Medtrans, Fly Force, Reach. If you have to be flown to a hospital, there's no bill, it covers it. And if one citizen uses this, it totally covers the price. We had 3 last year that used it. $9,502. It's the same price it's been. Nothing's changed. We've been doing it for the last 5-6 years. Up 5-6 years. It's a great program.
Jason, can you explain how beneficial the upgrade is?
Yeah. Well, they sell an upgrade too. So what they do, they'll do a mailer, and you'll get that in the mail after we send the check. They'll send that out. It's a year's coverage, and then you can pay to enhance it or to expand it. You told me, what did you think it was,
It was $43.
$43 for the year, and that covers 40-something states, I wanna say. 40-something states. If you're in 40-something states, that coverage covers you. So if you're in a car wreck or something happens, you have a medical emergency, stroke, heart attack, or anything, it covers those territories to get you to a hospital.
And that's everyone in your household, correct?
Everyone in your household. And then there's another enhance you can buy that'll fly you back home that you can do, but we pay for the one that gets you the
basic.
The basic. We get you the basic in the county. Yes, it's a very good program. See the motion and a second to approve that.
I'll make the motion.
Absolutely.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Public comments. Mr. Kristoff.
Thank you for the opportunity to address the matter of Jasper's Police. Mr. Mark Raines is serving simultaneously as city's attorney and part-time judge. While Mr. Raines asserts his dual role is permissible under the law because of his status as a part-time judge,
That has nothing
this
to,
position is fundamentally conflicts with ethical standards
that has nothing
and
to do
legal
with the police.
principles
John.
governing
Mr. Kristoff.
judicial conduct in Tennessee.
Mr. Kristoff. That has nothing to do with the police.
If you'll let me continue, it will.
Actually, your comments are supposed to be something that's agenda related.
It's directly related to the police, if you'll let me continue.
Okay?
Thank you. The Tennessee Code of Judicial Conduct states that judges shall avoid impropriety and the appearance of impropriety including improper influence or bias in the selecting of influencing judges. TCA 850-103 prohibits conflicts of interest that give them even the impression of unfairness. Mr. Raines' dual roles creates a direct conflict since his position as city's legal counsel could influence or be influenced by his judicial duties.
We'll wait to hear the police part.
According to Attorney Harvey Cameron, Mr. Raines has apparently handpicked his sit-in judge, an action explicitly forbidden under Rule 210, which risks compromising the independence of judicial proceedings and invites bias. Evidence suggests that the sit-in judge may have acted under directives from Mr. Raines,
Where's the police part, sir?
potentially leading to decisions.
Mr. Kristoff,
Did not
where's the
serve
part for
justice.
police?
I'm coming to it, if you'll give me a chance, please. Such arrangements, if left unaddressed, threaten to diminish the community's trust in both the police, judiciary, and local government. Neighbors say Mr. Raines should resign his position as city attorney to eliminate the clear conflict of interest. Allowing conflicts of interest of this nature, or even the appearance of conflicts, to persist not only damages the credibility of our judicial system, but also erodes public trust in our community's leadership. Neighbors also say they propose establishing a citizen review board to review all complaints related to police. Such a board would serve as an independent body to ensure the complaints are thoroughly investigated and appropriate actions are taken. Furthermore, taxpayers say they recommend implementing regular police customer service training. This training should focus on respectful communication.
All right, Mr.
Community
Kristoff,
engagement.
that's your 3 minutes, Mr.
I
Kristoff.
have 2 sentences left, please.
That, quickly.
And de-escalation techniques. Enhancing officers' customer service skills will improve interactions between law enforcement and residents, reduce misunderstandings, reduce the number of police-related lawsuits that threaten to bankrupt Jasper.
That's it, Mr. Kristoff, that's
One half-
it. Have a seat. Have a seat.
1/2 a sentence left.
Have a seat.
3 sentences.
That's actually a paragraph ago.
Mr. Kristoff, may I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll start out with a statement. I love this town. I love this town. I love that my kids have been raised in this
I do
town.
too.
Do you?
I
Okay,
do.
so my question to you is this. You have a problem with everyone, it seems, in this town.
That's not true.
You target and
That's not true.
harass and
That's not
provoke
true.
is what you do. So my question is, why do you enjoy living in this town if it's this bad in your mind?
May I stand up?
No, you can sit right there at the feet.
I love Jasper. I love the police.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I love an honest.
Just 3 months ago, you didn't love the police when you were bashing them in here.
Excuse me, ma'am. I give you your chance. I love the police. I worked as a police
You don't have
officer.
to say that. Absolutely not, because he spoke while you were speaking.
I love the police. I worked as a police officer for 39 years.
Park
I've,
man.
I have the highest respect for a professional judiciary. I and all my neighbors I speak to feel like we do not have an honest judiciary representing us in the town of Jasper. My action is intended to improve my hometown that I love and the people I love in Jasper.
Well, listen to this. You have attacked this man multiple times. You've seen how many judicial complaints?
Well, I think the last one was 5.
5 judicial
And
complaints?
the complaint that he's making, or that he's bringing up in the public comments, has been ruled on by the Board of Judicial Conduct twice. Summarily dismissed, and he's still mad about it, I guess. So, I mean, I'm cleared by the Board of Judicial Conduct. Part-time judges in Tennessee are allowed to practice law. They're allowed to represent clients. I represent the town of Jasper, and I don't know why he's mad about the conflict. You know, I recused myself from hearing his case, and the judge that he's talking about that got appointed was designated by the Tennessee Supreme Court. So, I guess Mr. Kristoff must have a problem with the Tennessee Supreme Court for designating Judge Davis to hear his case.
You know, the thing is, Mr. Kristoff, you say you're innocent. We gave you the opportunity. I said last month, you tell us if you want to, we can play a video that proves your innocence, you say. It's here. I gave you the option. All you gotta do is ask us if you want us to.
Mayor, are you threatening?
No, I'm not threatening because you actually tried to get a police report to file charges on us today, sir. We know that. I mean, come on. We didn't threaten. We asked you, did you want to see it? That's not a threat. We're asking you, do you want to see it?
I've received public threats based on your comments.
Maybe he needs to hear the audio from the recording of the meeting, Mayor.
I do have the audio of the recording where we asked you. That's not a threat. You're being asked.
On next door Jasper, I constantly receive threats based on your threat to publish my expunged court records.
Who threatened you on there?
Go to next door Jasper and look.
I got it. Which one are you talking about?
Go to next door Jasper blog.
Uh-huh. What's it say?
Plenty of them.
It says, I think it was mean for Mayor Turner and Attorney Mark Raines to threaten to release my court records in the June 9th, 2025 meeting of the mayor and alderman. What do you think? Someone put down here, I think it's because all you do is lie, and it sounds like the records probably prove that. You put, surely you do not mean that. I don't think it was mean. I think it's, they're just tired of you spreading lies. That's the comments. So who's harassing you with those comments? This is the whole book of your social media, sir, where you've trashed us, continually trashing us. It doesn't stop. And here's the records request that you put in this year. Here's the entire time the city of Jasper's ever took records requests. So this is just this year. Come on, man.
I appreciate you keeping your comments.
I do. I keep, hey, cross my T's, dot my I's, brother.
Appreciate that.
You go right ahead, Jim.
Well, first of all, this is not pointed to anybody, but I just want to thank everybody that helps this community operate. There's a lot of volunteers here. There's bed builds, there's river pickup, there's Christmas for kids, and just a whole army of people. Our officers keeping our city safe. Our volunteer firemen that don't get paid, I don't know that they get paid. They spend a lot of time fighting fires to keep people safe. Mr. Kristoff, you come in and criticize these people that are doing this all the time.
I'll never
And I will say this, I've lived here for 50 years, and if I didn't like it here, I wouldn't stay here. But I just wanna thank all of y'all for all the work you do, because anybody that's spewing hate on y'all and you're volunteering your time, don't let it affect you. Just keep doing what you do, because I haven't seen any of these people that spew hate be at any of those functions. Even the bed builds, right over here at the high school, that we build 100 beds for our kids in our community every year. But I don't see the ones there that spew hate, so just remember that.
I think I've explained to you that I love.
I wasn't asking for a comment. That was my statement to our volunteers that help this city run.
Thank you very much.
All I've got on that. I mean, it's like, it's a useless conversation. It really is.
I've got something I want to bring up to the board in general business,
Okay.
Mayor, based on a email that Mr. Kristoff had sent out to the Board of Judicial Conduct, and I think he's sent it to several other places, but I'll reserve that to general business.
Sure, absolutely.
And we can take it up then.
Gotcha. I'm gonna cover, let's see, we'll move into mayor's reports. I want to brag on the 4th of July. I think it was a heck of a celebration. Of it, nice band, a lot of vendors, 44 vendors, I believe, what it ended up being. A lot of them sold out. Bouncy houses, I think one of our best fireworks shows today, to be honest. I think it's the best one to date. Michael George's team did a heck of a job, didn't they?
I agree.
I really think he did. He pulled one out for us. Weather was great, a great crowd. I mean, a great atmosphere. You know, you wasn't in a gravel parking lot herded up like a bunch of cattle, as was been told to us. So it was a great atmosphere, and I really thank all the volunteers. Justin, I know you guys, Josh, Dennis, Jim, everybody, I mean, all the volunteers, you guys that helped. And I tell you, we couldn't do it without you. And I'm glad we pulled that together. I won't be long-winded. I'll move on to the reports. We'll start with the library, and that's a tough act to follow.
I'm gonna start with the circulation report, but take special note because it's the end of the fiscal year. So you're looking at what we did through 2024, 2025, and I really should just lead off with thanking you all for taking the library under your wing as a municipal public library. I kind of took it for granted that it made sense that you would want to take control of your own library and do all the right things by your library, and I'm kind of learning that not a lot of people think the same way that we do here and love our library and support it, so thank you for that. But know that in this year that we changed, look at the numbers that we've had coming through the Jasper Library. Our total circulation is over 45,000. Our people count is around 29,000 people. And that's, you know, I mean, we just put through so many people and go through so many books. Last month alone, we issued 40 new cards for the year. It's 280. A lot of those are not new people, but some people coming back that used to have cards and hadn't been there since they were small, but they come back and said, I haven't been here. So, you know, that's a big number for us coming through. So I just wanted you to take note of that. We still have a lot of technology happening at the library with computers. You can kind of see the numbers. There's one thing that's changed this year, and no longer do we do the voting safety test, the TWRA voting safety test. No longer need to take that proctored at the library. You can take that at home and download that. But so if we don't have that anymore, but we do have those study guides. So I know there's some folks here that are interested in that, but no longer problem. Okay. The other thing I need to do, and it seems a little bit repetitive, but it is required by state law, and since we're getting started, and this is our new fiscal year, one of the things that's required by TCA, Title 10.3.111 is the financial report of operations of the library. It's an expenditure report that we've done for the past year, and as I tried my best to come up with it, Paula said, don't do that, I already have it. So you already have it by our department, but it's the expenditures that we've had at the library, and I'm just kind of officially giving that to you to see what we did in 2024, 2025. It's easier now that all of our funding is coming through the city. We can do that. We could not do that before when we had some monies coming from the county through the library board. That's not the case anymore. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know. But there it is.
Before I move on to Parks and Animal, Mr. Kristoff, you can blink. I know you're staring a hole through me and you're trying to intimidate me, but you can blink. It'll be okay. Parks, Animal, Creek Sanitation.
I'll start with parks. Sign-ups are continuing for fall sports. Through today are baseball, softball, and t-ball numbers. We're 231 signed up so far. Flag football is 23. Of course, flag football we're charging, so it's always, the numbers will be smaller until it gets to the end on it. I'd like to congratulate the Jasper 13U softball girls for winning the Dizzy Dean State. And our own Fire Chief Joshua Huff back here is one of the coaches. That's a pretty big deal in one state in a while. And then Jasper 6U actually got runner-up, and they were coached by Derek Sis. So congratulations to them too. We had 7 all-star teams this year. I think that's the highest since I've been here, and look forward to next year on that. Just like the mayor said, Jasper Big Boom was a great success. I want to thank all the Jasper employees and all the volunteers to help make it that way. And it was, I think that everybody stepped in and really helped. Some upcoming events, and the biggest one would be the Joshua Jennings, it's all J's, Joshua Jennings, Jasper, Jack Flamin, and Jamboree. Well, October 25th, and more details come with that, but we'll be decorating the square in town before you know it, has been upon us. And the Christmas parade is December 13th this year. A lot of people asked about that. And also, we have a lot more coming on that date. Look for Miss Vicki and her group's been working with her real hard on that. And look for a really big event that day. I won't get into her thunder yet, but there's a lot going on that day. In streets, if you look behind us, we actually got Oak Street, the county helped us get that paved, and we really look forward to getting that broke down by parking lots next to it, and that's coming up shortly. We had a lot of storm damage, as everybody knows, with the rain this summer, And so we've been running extra brush pickup, so it's been very busy this month for a brush pickup. Of course, we can continue with mowing and brush hogging. Animal, I did want to bring out that Lucas Wingo completed an 8-hour course on animal cruelty and fighting investigation. It was hosted by the Marion County Sheriff's Department, and he did that, I guess a couple weeks ago. And animal also had 7 calls. We picked up 4 and returned the owner to 3. And one of those, I actually adopted one of the kids, so.
Books, right? Books.
From the library.
From the library. So thank you all, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.
And congratulations.
I don't know about that.
All right, fire.
Short and sweet, we had a total of 9 calls last month. That's actually up from the past several months where we had just 1 or 2 calls, which the 1 or 2 calls is better than the 9, but that's all we've had so far.
And we'll move on to police, chief.
For the month of June, we had 229 CAD entries. We wrote 24 violations. We had 2 crashes on the roadway, had 8 private property crashes. And as far as the big boom goes, from my knowledge, we had 3 kids get separated from their custodian. We found their parents. We had 1 we had to take to jail, and had 1 that had a seizure. The dog's doing well.
Gotcha. Thank you, chief.
Yes, sir.
All right, 14, general business.
Mayor, I'd like to ask the Board of Mayor and Aldermen to consider retaining outside counsel on this complaint that Mr. Christoph has filed. He had sent this up to the Board of Judicial Conduct. He sent it to several people, but he cited a statute in here that he used as the basis to file a police report on you and I today that says that the law is violated by disclosing confidential court records. For the record, I'd like to make clear that nothing that we've said to Mr. Christoph involves any court record. Every bit of the information that's been derived and spoken to him has been based on his emails that he sent in the various complaints to everybody in the whole state, accusing the town and us of wrongful conduct. And so that statute that he's relying on, that he claims that has been violated, is 4032-101. So I got to looking at that this weekend, and despite what his AI chatbot legal degree says, there is nothing here that has offended Tennessee statute. We're entitled to maintain investigative reports, things like that. That is not public record that can be expunged.
Absolutely.
Which apparently he thinks it can.
Yeah.
And I also got to looking through that, and I found that in the, further down in the statute that he ignored, it turns out that the crime he was convicted of in General Sessions Court cannot be expunged. So I would like to ask the board to retain outside counsel, and I've spoken with an outside counsel for the board to consider, Mr. Howard Upchurch from Pikeville, to petition the court to set aside the expungement that was entered unlawfully and in violation of the state law, and put that back on the public record. In addition, I'd like, I think the board ought to consult with Mr. Upchurch about pursuing injunctive relief against Mr. Christoph. The voluminous records request and coming to the city hall 3 times a day is disrupting our operation. It's interfering with our employees' ability to do their job. And I think the board ought to ask Mr. Upchurch to seek an injunction to prevent Mr. Christoph from doing that in the future. So I'm asking the board to retain outside counsel to, number 1, pursue setting aside the expungement that he was wrongfully granted, and also to seek an injunction to prevent him from coming into City Hall or anywhere else where our city employees are trying to do their job and interfering with that operation.
Okay. You heard the attorney on that? I'll make the motion for that. If I get a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I'll speak with Mr.
Absolutely.
Upchurch, I'm sure he'll wanna meet with the board and explore that further, on a pretty quick basis.
Absolutely. Sounds good. Any other general business? Okay, make a motion, we adjourn, can I get a second? All in favor? Aye. Perfect.
Thank you for your information,
All right. We will move into our water board meeting. Oh, can you go ahead with that if you'd like?
I need a copy of their statement.
All right, we'll start out in our water board meeting. We'll call it to order. Your minutes are in the packet. Just need approval for that. Have a motion?
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, adjustments. In your package, you've got the adjustments, water 172.49, sewer 1830.90 for a total of $2,003.39. And that is a lot of sewer for full adjustments. It's that season. You don't actually treat the water, it just takes it off the bill. Yes, sir. Just need a motion and a second.
I make a motion.
Second.
Probably on here. Can I do that?
What's that?
I'm probably on here as getting an adjustment.
Never seen your,
You might wanna pass.
yeah, I'll pass on that.
If there's, I mean, if you got an adjustment, I would suggest abstaining, that way there's
I don't think I
no complaint that can be filed against you.
Okay.
Make sure.
I withdraw my motion.
Get us. Make a motion?
Haven't seen my
Second.
Second for Jennifer. I don't see your name, but we'll put you down as abstain. How about that?
Okay.
We'll do that. All right. All in favor, of course, aye.
Abstain.
Foul?
I abstain.
All right, water and sewer report, water treatment plant 45.005, water plant uses 2.6, bill water 22.083, for a total percent loss 44.7. Water treatment plant, inflow total 23.061, effluent total 9.178, total rainfall 4.71, 0 violations.
We like that zero violation.
Love 0 violations. And then, any general business for water? You have anything? We don't. I don't have anything.
It
Make a-
was good down there.
Motion to adjourn.
Any public, oh, well, any public comments for water? Nobody signed anything, so make a motion, we adjourn.
I said.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Perfect.